It's week 2 of our Redecorate a Room series, and we're going to make a great cuddle throw pillow. So like I mentioned, we are in the middle of redecorating my daughter Ashlyn's room. This is the second week. If you missed out on the quilt we made last week, be sure to check that out. Today we're making some great little cuddle throw pillows. I'm going to walk you through making this round one. I've also whipped up a few square ones. We have printables for both, so be sure to download those, and let's get started. Let me set this here out of the way. I went ahead and printed off my round pillow template, and this is what it looks like once it's all taped together. And so you can see I have that ready to go here. So when you are cutting this out on the cuddle, for example, you can fold it in half, or you can just lay this on here, and you're going to just use the half mark of this. This is designed so that you have the overlap for the back. So when you lay this here, you can see how it kind of continues past the center. This is your center line of the circle, so you can just trace this on the reverse side and cut it out. You know, if you've worked with cuddle, you're going to have fluff going every which way, so have a vacuum or a lint roller handy so that you can clean up some of that mess. And then you can see this is ready to go. So then now for the back, I use this great Essex linen that has this metallic in it. I loved that extra texture, so we have some fun on both the front and the back of this pillow. And I went ahead and folded this under, but I want to show you, when you cut this out, you'll notice this little notched edge. And the reason that we have that is so that when you fold this under 1/4 inch and then 1/4 inch again, the little sides end up matching right up with your circle. And so it's just the angles that you need, so as you're folding, it works out. And so you're going to cut 2 of these shapes, and we're going to press this under just like that. I'll go ahead and hit it with the iron one more time just so it's nice and smooth. Just make sure everything is laying nicely. And then we are going to top stitch down this edge. So I like to just run the edge of my presser foot along this straight side and then just start sewing down. There we go. All right, and so you can see that turns out beautifully, and now we have a finished edge with no seams showing, no raw edges that are going to poke through. And now we can take our Cuddle Circle. This is made to fit a 16-inch pillow form, so keep that in mind if you're looking for one. And we're going to put the finished side down towards the fluffy side of our cuddle, and we're going to overlap and do the same thing with this one. So you'll see my seam is up, and I'm just going to make sure that these are overlapping correctly and that the circle is just continuing through. And I'm going to start by using some of my clips on either end here just to hold all of my layers in place. You could pin if you want. I really love working with these clips. So now I'm just going to real quick clip all the way around, and then I'll meet you at the sewing machine. Okay, I have clipped all the way around this, and so now we can go ahead and take this to the machine and start sewing around. Because we do have so much bulk here with the cuddle, I am going to lengthen my stitch length just a little bit, just about at 3, and then I'm also going to take just a little wider seam allowance here. So you could go all the way up to a 1/2 inch seam allowance if you'd like. I'm probably going to do like 3/8, just a little bit bigger than the typical 1/4 inch that we use for quilting. And that will just help make sure we catch everything on this pillow. So let's go ahead and start underneath here And then of course I'm gonna pull my clips out as I go, so I'll just bring my bowl close to me so I can tuck those back in there as I go. Back stitch a little bit to start and just cruise around. All right, we are almost to the end here, so I'm just gonna match up my stitches right where I started and back stitch again. There we go. So now this is as simple as turning this right side out. If you had a serger, you could absolutely run all the way around this edge to kind of contain this, but it's gonna be inside your pillow, so I'm not worried about it at all. So now we can just turn this right sides out. Run our fingers along that edge to make sure everything lays nicely. And then, like I said, you can just pop in that round pillow form and you'll have a great little throw pillow that looks just like this, that can add some great texture to your bedroom or on your living room couch, whatever you decide. So I hope you enjoyed this quick tutorial, and be sure to tune in for the rest of our series on redecorating a room. Hey everyone, it's Misty. Thanks for watching At Home. If you aren't already a part of our Missouri Star family, be sure to subscribe and hit the bell if you want a notification every time we release a new video. I'll see you next Monday on the newest episode of At Home.